Hi guys, I'm back. Ooh, I'm back. Wow. Love calls, self-indulgence. So I'm burning a little bit of sage and incense. It smells really nice. I'll wait till you guys jump in. Thank y'all for being part of the first chat. So this is going to be a Sacred Soulmates video series. I need something more dramatic. This music is too soft. I need something a little bit more. Hey baby, how you doing, girl? Hi everybody, thank you for joining. So this is another episode of Sacred Soulmates, why can't I speak? Narrated by Magic, which is me. Ugh, Mercury retrograde has really been messing with me, you guys. It's the same thing. All right, we'll go with it. But yeah, I'm going to narrate the message based on what spirit gives me. And the storyline is all about two lovers, star-crossed lovers. This love was written in the stars, you guys. This is a very magical connection, a very intense connection that goes beyond this lifetime, that goes beyond the physical plane, beyond the physical body. It's a connection of heart, mind, body, and soul. It is going to affect a major healing process, or it has already been a catalyst of your change and your journey. So I'm just shuffling these cards, getting them charged up. Yeah, a little tongue-tied earlier, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect. So let's get started. I'm just clearing the energies, you guys. Clearing the energies of the previous message so that we can get our Sacred Soulmates message. Star-crossed lovers. I want to start off with the Starseed Oracle deck here. Let's see what comes through, okay? Spirit of the universe. Yeah, some people, yeah. And you know, it's funny because I read something on Instagram and someone posted that it was a video she made and she said that, sometimes, you're talking to people and you realize, she'll say, have you ever talked to someone and you realize that you were talking to their demon? Like you weren't really talking to them, but their demons. She's talking about their inner demons, their wounds and stuff. So it doesn't bother me. I talk to many people. I've talked to many people these last 2 years. So I got good at really seeing cues. And I know Mars is Mars retrograde? Yeah, I think so. In the sign of Aries. So it's all good. All right, Spirit of the Universe. Let's kick off this message with a Starseed Oracle message. I love this deck. Someone gifted this to me, but I don't know who. And my wish list is still open. Ooh, I love this card, you guys. A new earth. So they're talking about why you guys are here. Whoa, look at what it says. It's happening. Can you guys see that? I can never tell from this angle. It's when I watch the video, I'm like, oh, they could see. Keep holding the vision. It's happening. So like I said, it's written in the stars. This one wants to come out. So I'm going to take it. Breath of Cosmos. Wow. And I love the depiction of this card. I love that this person is looking up at this planet. It's like she's somewhere and she's looking at the earth, right? She's somewhere in the galaxy and she's looking at earth because she knows that the person that she loves is there. And she's contemplating, how am I going to get to my beloved? How am I going to get to my sacred soulmate? And then she says, wow, She says, wow, the universe says, the universe. I had to stop. It says, my will to thy will. And it says, micromanaging the universe, breath of life, breath of the cosmos, micromanaging the universe. Wow. My will to thy will. That's very powerful. Wow. And I open the book and it just takes me straight to this page. That's crazy. It says, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. When we rely only on our own will, we're micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the great cosmic intelligence and relying instead on our personal strength. When we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and to trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little, you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender to your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be and surrender to the greater will, you find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. Wow. I see. I see, Spirit. Okay, so what's coming through is that you wanted to connect to your person against the will of the universe. The universe is saying it's not time yet, but you said, I'm ready. The universe says it's not time yet. You said, I'm ready. So off you go. So she's in the cosmos and she's flying towards this planet that she's looking at. And it looks like planet Earth, right? Now I can also interpret this as she's going with the flow of God's will, but the masculine is not. Because to be honest with you, there's a feminine on both of these cards, but where's the masculine? He's nowhere to be found. So the masculine could be the one that went against God's will. And he sent the feminine to go retrieve the masculine. That's what they're saying. Because she's standing alone and she's looking at planet Earth and she's looking and she's longing for her sacred soulmate. She's longing for her divine masculine, her sacred masculine. The sacred masculine wanted to do his own thing. It was my will with the sacred masculine. So the mission started with the feminine having to go retrieve the masculine and to bring him back. Because he got so far gone into his ego, he went to go play on planet Earth. He went to go enjoy life as human, but forgot the spiritual connection that he had to the cosmos. So feminine was sent on mission to go retrieve the masculine to help activate his higher self. So we're going to go down the rabbit's hole a little bit. It looks like masculine got stuck in ego and physical. Because, you know, when you come on mission to Earth, right, because she's not on Earth, she's looking at Earth. They're showing you the beginning. He went to Earth and he got stuck into being of the world. You're supposed to be in the world, but not of it. But the masculine was definitely of the world. We're going to see. So we got higher self for the new Earth. It's happening. And then we have my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And we got nostalgia, memories. Wow. So yeah, you were trying to, I'm getting two storylines. I'm also seeing that, yes, you were sent on mission to go retrieve your masculine, but I'm also seeing that you wanted to have it your way. I'm actually feeling like you were missing your masculine so much. For you were missing him, you were apart, that you also wanted to exert your own will, your own free will. And that's what started this whole paradigm of runner chaser, because the universe was trying to let you know to let things flow. Because your masculine, I guess your masculine ran. He's been running for a long time, Ace of Wands, pursuing his desires. Let me get another star seed. Give me one more. Oh, they gave me two. The blue flame, spontaneous awaken activation. Yes. So yeah, you were sent on mission to help him activate. It says forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be a leader you wish you had. Yeah. You were sent on mission, feminine, to retrieve your masculine, because your masculine got disconnected from the flow. They wanted to do their own thing. But I see you missing this masculine, and I see you going. I mean, I actually see you traveling, because I'm looking at these pictures, and there you go, walking through a portal. And here you are forging a new path because you're trying to help your masculine get back in alignment to the mission. It kind of feels like you guys were sent to Earth, but your masculine disconnected while you were still connected to the higher self. I feel like you guys were connecting telepathically, but your masculine was in his ego. Called soul's gift training. It's time to step up. Yeah, you were being called. Again, you're going on, you're going to retrieve your masculine. Soul's gift in training. It's time to step up. So you told the universe that you were going to go ahead and do what you got to do. So that's how you got on this mission to go to Earth to go retrieve the masculine, because the masculine was acting like a damn fool on Earth. Clarify the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Yeah, he rejected the union. He rejected the spiritual mission. He rejected the love of the feminine because he was having too much fun being human. He forgot. So you went to go retrieve your man. Yeah, see, distance. I'm feeling, yeah, you were missing this person, see? Distance. What's this forge, don't follow? Yeah, your person, yeah, he was really focusing on himself. Self-care energy. When I see self-care, that's about someone that's being self-serving, really focusing on themselves. So let me see. It's happening. So there's an awakening taking place. I feel like this memory is your masculine remembering you, and I have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius coming up. That might be significant to somebody out there. Your masculine is thinking about you also. Your masculine is also in this energy of nostalgia, remembering, because he's being activated somehow, and that is because of your interaction with him. But I feel like from the get-go, you were sent to retrieve him. Your mission was to get him back connected. He had been abandoned this connection way before you got to Earth. What happened? What happened? Disharmony, conflict. Pluto's a planet of destruction, chaos. Something happened. So galactically, or otherworldly, you, right? Your higher self and his higher self somehow went into disharmony. Why? It almost feels like he was resisting healing. I do feel that, again, some sort of action is being taken to help this masculine heal. But it could be because he was resisting healing in the first place. Because they're showing me, yeah, getting him to open up, getting to him to release this inner conflict. This conflict card is triggers, it's soul wounds, it's an imprint, it's baggage. So there's something that this masculine's been carrying before this masculine even got to this planet. This is something that may have happened from their home planet. So whatever this connection was with you and your masculine, it stemmed from your home planet. Because we are all star season. We all come from different planet home. Your real home planet is not Earth. Okay. Most of you guys came from a different galaxy, from a different star group, and you guys came to Earth in order to work out this conflict. And you were sent on mission to retrieve him, to help him to heal and to awaken to the connection. But it looks like there has been some sort of conflict that caused you guys to go into separation, that caused some sort of distance. Because I see her looking at Earth. She's preparing to go there. So let's see what's going on. What happened in the past? Nurture and compassion. So in the past, there was a lot of nurture, a lot of compassion, a lot of love. Yeah. You guys had a family. So when I say past, this could be past life, this life, or this could be like it could be this life, or it could be a past life, is what I meant to say. So it looked like, sometime in your past life, you guys were married. You guys had a family. It was beautiful. It was nurturing. There was compassion between you guys. There was a union. So what happened? Somebody's eyeballs are here. This could be the evil eye. What happened? It keeps showing. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm like, it keeps showing me this card, but look what's at the bottom. I should have known. What happened? This is what happened. There they go, coming from the corner store. It's Keisha. Keisha, the Hoe. Yeah, so what happened was you did have a beautiful union, but their conflict and disharmony came from the actions of a third party that was deceptive. So this is something that happened possibly on Jupiter. Some of you guys may be from Jupiter. A lot of you guys may not be aware of the planets and the inhabitants of the planets. So if that doesn't resonate with you, just don't take that part. But for the people that resonate with different star groups, Arcturians, like Arcturus, you have the Hathors, you have the Lemurians, you have the Syrians, you have the there's so many, I can't think of all of them off the top of my head. Palladians. If you resonate with different star groups, if you have had a very strong connection, then that's because you're from that particular place. But definitely I'm seeing, what happened? This happened, a third party. A third party came in and deceived your masculine, okay, and caused your masculine to change. And this is how the karma started. This is what caused this karmic cycle and brought in a lot of confusion in the connection. So I'm going to read this like a story. So give me a second. Let me try to get connected so that it can flow. But I'm definitely seeing that this all started off planet. Okay, Libra Hathors. I just mentioned them. And it says deep love, mother's milks, birth as a portal, deep cellular healing. Okay. The Hathors is another group of entities or beings. And I'm not familiar with this particular group, but this group is the Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the cosmic mother and you're being called to be held in her deep, never ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep, deep love of mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in mother's arms. This card is of extreme potency, of femininity. So this is about you, feminine, of creation and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and to be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the cosmic mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in the sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the cosmic mother, flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. I allow the deep love of the cosmic mother to wash over me. I'm loved, I'm held. Your feminine energy was to be used to nurture your masculine so that he can come back into alignment. So this is the feminine energy coming through. So your purpose was to nurture. It was to come back to remember how to nurture, because I feel like there has been a disconnect from the balance of the union. Your yin and your masculine is yang, and without the yin, your masculine becomes very unbalanced. He goes into a disharmonious state, and that's what they were showing me with that disharmony card. He gets so disconnected from the mothering energy that he's too much in his masculine. And when he's too much in his masculine, the masculine goes after earthly pleasures, like material things, like sex, power, control, So that's what happened. So you were sent on mission to go retrieve your masculine, but you got to kind of, when you got to earth, you kind of forgot. Yeah, look, this is way too many cycle. I feel like you had to kind of remember, because when you got to earth, that you had to you start going through a bunch of cycles, right? With that completion card, it says cycles. I should have showed you. That's what this is about. You start going through all your own cycles before you could find your masculine or reconnect with your masculine. And then you took on a lot of karma that you needed to work through. And it kind of feels like every time you came in and tried to connect with your masculine, you took on karma, you took on conditioning and beliefs of being human. And you had to work through that. Yeah. And restructure. So this is like a healing process on both ends. Yeah. And this is a very masculine energy. This is structure. This is emperor. This is masculine, right? And there's confusion, because not only is your masculine not in alignment, because the yin energy is, missing. You're not in alignment because the yang energy is missing. We got ego, vanity, and pride. So this is your masculine's energy here with the forming solid foundation. The nurture card that I showed you, the nurture compassion card that I showed you from the last reading, that card is all about mother. That's the mother energy, and the structure energy is father energy. It's the masculine. So we have the masculine's confused and stuck in ego. So you were sent to retrieve and balance that energy out and shine light, and to encourage, to empower him to come back. So it's almost like bringing him back to the light, so to speak. Okay. And to relinquish control, just like that first card said. Yeah. Or release him from the control of whatever this deceptive force is. And as you know, I did a video about the karmic is a succubus incubus. For some of you guys, that is the negative forces that's trying to keep you guys apart. Because what happens when the yin and the yang comes together, this energy becomes a powerful force, almost like the sun. And if you ever studied cosmology, or if you ever had an interest in planets and how stars are formed, you'll understand that the sun is birthed in a cluster. Stars, the sun is a star. It's just a certain type of star. It's a red giant. And the way the star is formed is through a combustion. It's through an explosion. And it's almost like you and your masculine coming together is kind of like creating some sort of, I want to say, a supernova type of energy. And this is what's being prevented from happening. Is this light that you guys, when you guys come together, it creates such a light in the world that is healing and expansive. And I feel like there's dark forces that's trying to prevent that from happening. So let's get some tarot messages out so that we can build this storyline, because I'm just kind of like soaking in what I'm seeing. What deck do I want to use? So let's go ahead and see. So the masculine's in need of this deep nurturing love. And it feels like, so one thing I want to share with you guys, there was a galactic war that took place in our particular galaxy. And we are in sector 9 of this particular galaxy. There's so many galaxies out there. But, modern are they human technology, even though our technology is advancing, it's still behind, other technology that's extraterrestrial, which means not on terrestrial means Earth, right? So extraterrestrials outside of Earth. So what you guys call aliens, they're just not from this particular planet. But yeah, there's technology out there that's way more advanced than our technology. And how intergalactic beings travel from one galaxy to another is through stargates or through black holes. So it helps them to travel at the speed of light, and it helps them to basically transport using technology that is somewhat, some of them use technology that is it's called bio, I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but it's a organic type of technology that's connected to their nervous system. So it's like the Merkaba. The Merkaba is it's something that we all possess, and it's our ship. It's our own personal light ship. So when we get connected and we activate our Merkaba, we can actually travel. And it's a technology, but it is organic to you. It's not. It's a part of your light body. So it helps you to travel intergalactically, and that's something that the reason why humans are very special is because of the fact that we can create a Merkaba. A lot of other species can't. Not all star beings can create their own Merkaba. They have to create external devices to travel throughout the universe, whereas us, we don't. Okay. But anyways, so let's talk about sacred soulmates. So right now we have 2 of Pentacles. So we have a soul tie, and your masculine is juggling. So when we see the figure 8, it represents infinity, and it represents 2 souls that are tethered together. And then we have the 8 of Cups. So 8s are very karmic. So we have two 8s being represented here. Now the 2 is a period of gestation. Someone is juggling whether to do something or to make some sort of decision. And the decision is about walking away emotionally. I feel like I'm actually talking about the feminine now, actually. I think I'm picking up a feminine. Yeah, because of an injustice. Now, if this is your masculine, what they're juggling is leaving behind a karmic soul tie, because justice is a karmic number. The number 8 is very karmic, and the number and the infinity symbol represents a past life soulmate. Okay. It's two souls tied together through past life karma that needs to be balanced out and cleansed, or debt needs to be paid in some sort of way. Your person is thinking about walking away from this soul tie, emotionally detaching from it, due to some sort of injustice, or this would be justice being served in regards to this particular relationship that I'm picking up. The purpose of your masculine going through this weighing up, so to speak, because the judgment is also a 2 in this particular deck, is an 11, is because they want a new beginning. However, there is something that's standing in their way that is having to do with an earthly practical situation in their life. It's very 6th house, so this can be with work. It could be with their daily routines or how they make their money. So your masculine is juggling because he's afraid of having to rebuild his pentacles. The death card in reverse. Again, it's going to affect his pentacles. I have 3 pentacles listed below. So why he's juggling is because he's worried about starting over. He does want to make some sort of offer. He does want to take on a new journey. Whenever you see pages, these are new beginnings. He's juggling and thinking about his pentacles. With the 8 of Cups, he's emotionally invested in his time and energy into something, but he feels like time has been wasted. Money has been wasted. And he is also thinking about what will happen if he walks away from the situation. And walking away from the situation will cause some sort of financial loss with the 7. He's also reflecting on past mistakes. So he's reflecting on something that he's investing time in, or he's reflecting on the fruits of his labor or the lack of fruits of his labor. So emotionally, that is triggering your person. And this is what the injustice is about. And investing into something that did not render any results, or investing into something and being left out financially in the cold. 8 of Cups, emotional baggage that he needs to walk away from, or a situation that he's struggling to walk away from due to codependency and emotional attachments. 3 of Pentacles, a relationship that he no longer wants to work on because there's no appreciation or validation of his time and effort. This is alluding to a third party situation. And the reason why there's an injustice is because the third party is deceptive, and she's only in this relationship because of money. The 9 of Pentacles is a woman or a man that is taking advantage of someone because of money. It's codependency, and it's a lack of self-worth and value. So with it being paired with another 7, someone is very clear that they have been bamboozled, that they have been under the guise or under the manipulation of another person for financial gain. Or someone was dependent on them emotionally or financially, but here we have more pentacles showing up. Okay. Another thing that I'm seeing is whoever he was dealing with may have presented themselves as being single and they weren't single, or this is your masculine presenting himself as being single and he wasn't. So there's a consequence here with the Justice card in reverse. That's what that is. There's a consequence. What's the consequence with the Justice card? Because 7s are all about reflecting and intuition. And being that this is a 7 of Swords, it's a very mental, strategic, it's about intelligence. Someone took advantage of someone. And it was very strategic. It was very calculating. Someone may have stole something, avoided someone, or avoided getting caught for a very long time. But it seems like this situation has come to a head. Wow, we have the Ace of Cups as the and the Sun. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So the injustice is somebody got pregnant for some of you guys, or somebody started a new beginning. This is why We have the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah. We have two kings, King of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Wow. So if this person was unable to take some sort of action, he's no longer stuck. We have the Seven of Swords to the Eight of Swords. So the action is no longer financially investing in a situation or nurturing or staying in a situation due to instability. This is a foundation. This is a card of trust and loyalty. So someone was disloyal here. Someone was not being nurtured here. Someone was not being provided for, or someone is making a decision to no longer provide to somebody else financially. So I'm seeing a marriage being dismantled. I'm seeing a masculine actually taking advantage of a feminine due to financial reasons. Okay, but that feminine finds out that masculine's married, is cheating, or the masculine wife finds out that he's cheating on her. Show me the feminine. You're not showing up just yet. There you go. Okay, we have Star in reverse. Something is exposed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This deception. So the Two of Cups, that puts an end to a connection. I'm Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aquarius, Virgo, Libra. I wasn't calling out signs because I didn't want to make this about signs, but what I will say here is somebody has been rejected. And in the meantime, in between time, now this person is wanting to reconnect with their counterpart. Now, this could be the person that they were cheating with. They could have had a sexual connection. The Queen of Wands paired with the Page of Wands. For me, is very sexual. It's a very sexual energy. So there could have been promiscuity. Someone could have had another option. But I'm actually seeing this as someone wanting to start a new beginning and communicate, but not knowing how to express. Yes, completion of a cycle. Okay, so these two people are an energetic match. So this is a synergistic connection. This is you and your masculine. This is an energetic match. Two birds seems sweeter than one. Here's the problem. Lessons of Saturn. A soul's desire to resolve limited patterns of control and dependency. So that's the mission. So your person, while they're disconnecting with this third party, you still are coming in reverse from each other. Although there is the potential for a new beginning with the Page of Wands for communication, both of you guys are not taking action towards each other, thus creating some sort of stalemate energy. But I have the Ace of Cups and the Sun card here. I need clarification on the Ace of Cups and the Sun card. Lessons of Neptune. Denial, illusions, and deception. So the deception was somebody was offering a new beginning to something that looked very promising. But the gag was that this person that they were offering this new beginning with, or this person that they were having some sort of connection with, it was based off of illusions, deception, because this person only desired to have a financial gain, whether it be your masculine or this feminine that they're connecting to. And thus leading and creating a separation. So it could even be your masculine separating from their wife because their wife is finding out that they were cheating with a karmic. Here's the mother energy, and here's the awakening to it. Now they're also letting me know that you are angry. That's why you're reversed. Because you need to get connected back to that mothering, nurturing energy, but you've disconnected yourself. So the universe is trying to awaken you. This is the reason why I did that video I just did several minutes ago, when I said you needed to open up your heart. Because of the fact that you're here in this reverse position, your masculine is mirroring you automatically. And it says, because of this, there is too much distance to maintain this connection. That's why you're being prompted to come into your yin energy, your mother energy, Okay, because what's happening is there's too much of an emotional disconnect between you two. Nobody's taking action. Nobody's communicating. So what has to happen? Communication, Page of Wands. Clarify it. Yeah, a new phase in love. And remember when I said, oh, they're saying that's that sexy, smexy energy too. That's that other, well, this could be conflict here, actually. It says purely physical, sexual connection. That's the other third party, but I feel like this Mars, because it's here twice, I feel like this is a conflict between you and your masculine, because Mars energy is about conflict, it's about war, it's about fighting. I feel like this conflict is because of the distance, is because they separated from you, is because they went into a new connection. They had a new love, right, that was sexually driven. I think that you're angry, right, because this is also a card of anger, right? Mars is also Aries energy. It's very, very passionate energy. So it can range from being passionate in a loving way and passionate in a very angry, resentful way. I feel like you're angry because this person left you and they went towards somebody else, and you haven't been able to kind of get past that. Mutual symbiotic. It says this is a beneficial connection. Or your masculine needs to know the difference now. This is your mindset. Like, how can you not know the difference? We got mutual and parasitic. I think that this lesson of whatever this is whatever the sun is shining light on, because that's what the sun does. The sun shines light on a situation that is, that is kind of shrouded in mystery and secrecy. But the sun can also blind you from the truth. So I feel like your masculine is now seeing the difference between this parasitic symbiotic that was purely sexual versus a mutual symbiotic where there is a energetic match, where both people have a desire, the same desires, the same ideals, the same goals, right, in a relationship. But again, the separation has made it very difficult for you, and you have kind of created some sort of boundary, right? Because of the distance. I feel like naturally, after so many months, so many days, so many freaking years, so many weeks, depending on who you are watching, you kind of pulls your energy away, which is, again, a very natural response to being ignored or feeling rejected. However, the universe wants you to look at this from a different perspective. Show me. They want me to pull from this deck. So this is taking a different direction, but I'm kind of happy because I feel like this is kind of leading up to what I was talking about in that first video, which is an opportunity to make things right. Yes, express love. Exactly. Be authentic. Somebody needs to be real and true to how they feel. Be real and true to how you feel. Express love. Now, this could be your masculine, and then the bottom, again, I love you. That's the thing. Both of you guys love each other. But what you guys are not realizing is that you're mirroring each other. When you close off your heart, they will close off their heart. When you pull away, they're pulling away. When you reject, they reject. That's what's happening right now. Why? Because they feel like you've given up on them. A lot of them are not, they're showing up in the energy of cowardice. And that means that this person doesn't have courage. But I'm definitely seeing that there is a need to transcend these obstacles here. Learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. I talked about that in the first video when I talked about what the karmic cycle is meant for. When I talked about how all the twin flames go through the karmic cycle first. That if you don't go, you're not integrated into union with your twin. Your twin is still technically karmic to you because they are still mirroring wounds. They're still dealing with karmic cycles. You're still dealing with karmic cycles too. When you guys transcend those cycles, that's when you prepare, or when you're in the process of transcending is when you're being prepared. You have to heal from all those codependent behavior patterns, self-worth issues, abandonment issues, fear of intimacy, traumas, soul imprints, wounds that make you feel like you're not good enough. You got to work through that. You can't integrate into union because you're too fragmented. You have to work through those issues and find wholeness within self. So what they're showing me is that the obstacle is this girl with the snake. Somebody is charming and using your person, and the universe is saying it's one of your person's karmic soulmates that they have a soul contract with, a soul connection with. So here's the problem. The reason why they're having a hard time is because there's still codependency here. Okay, codependency, obsession, possession, controlling has a block. Right. So here's the problem. Your person is in this disillusionment phase where they think that whoever this third party is, they may think that this person is their. Well, actually, since this says separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, reuniting, I feel like this is your partner realizing that they miss you. It's like the more they interact with this third party, they realize that this separation is killing them. They see you as their peace, their serenity, their happiness. So this is what I'm saying to you guys. The karmic is actually helping. I know that you guys don't see it that way. You guys have to look at it from a big picture perspective. You got to look at it from a big picture perspective, because if you are in alignment and if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, learning to love yourself, having self-worth, you're going to be on a completely vibratory resonance from this karmic. Do you think she can compare to that high vibration? I don't care what meat suit she's in, meaning that I don't care how good she look. I don't care how fat her butt is. I don't care how beautiful, how long her hair is, or whatever what kind of designer clothes she wear. I don't care, because it's all about the internal. Do you really think that her vibration can touch where you're at in your vibration? So it's really no competition. In other words, it's no competition. So while you were worried about the karmic winning, the karmic's not winning. The karmic is helping, because the karmic is teaching your person what they don't want in a woman. And as they're realizing what they don't want, they're realizing that you are what they want. You are their happiness. Do you understand where I'm coming from, you guys? Big picture thinking takes you into a whole different paradigm where you're not the victim anymore, baby. You are the one that's in control. You are at the higher vibration. They got to meet you where you're at, sweetheart. So as they're playing around with this karmic and transcending this obstacle, we already have the Grim Reaper waiting at the front door. Okay? Because this contract is over. Spirit, clarify. We got heart chakra. Hold on. This card don't belong here. Okay? And bottom of the deck, we have new love. Yes. And this is your person awakening their heart. Now, I know this new love card can be misleading, but this is about a new phase. It's a new beginning card. Lessons of Mars. What this is also telling me is that they opened their heart to the wrong person. And this was not by chance. Why am I saying that? Because your person didn't really know the difference between sex and love. Did you know that? Did you know that your person was so deep into their addictions and their self-delusionment that they were mistaking validation and infatuation for love? Purely physical sexual attraction. Fire and passion runs fast and without other elements. Okay? So this is what is transpiring. Their connection is being severed. It is being severed because your person is realizing whoever they're connecting with is not authentic. They're also realizing that they're not being authentic to how they really feel. Because are they really happy with this karmic? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. They are in their head thinking about this. Stalemate. A situation A stalemate situation, someone needs to take decisive action. Guilt. No, they're not happy. Guilt, shame, and deep remorse over past actions and words are hindering the situation. They're not happy. And that's what they're realizing. And they're being authentic with who makes them happy. And they're realizing that the unconditional love was coming from you, not this damn chaser. This chaser was a poser, posing like they love your masculine, but they could never love the masculine like you love the masculine. They can't. They're not even on at that vibration too. Do you understand? This is why I'm saying open up your heart, feminine. Those karmics are only loving your masculine with conditions, and your masculine is only loving those karmics with conditions. The condition is, I will love you if you give me this X amount of money. I will love you if you this, and that. That's a condition. I will love you if you know what I'm saying? Like they're giving them conditions. I will only love you if you pay all my bills. I will only love you if you do what I say. I will only love you if you let me treat you like shit. That's conditions. But you, feminine, were willing to love this person without conditions. How do you know? They hurt you time and time again. Don't you still love this person? In a way, you've accepted your person and accepted them for who they are. And even though you know their flaws and their shortcomings, you still love them. And you would still take, to be honest with you, if you guys were like still kind of not halfway awakened, you would still take your person back in a heartbeat. Not that you've raised your vibration, you know better, but I'm just saying, like you would still take them back because you still love them and you would still forgive them. I don't care how many times you say you don't want this person. Mutual symbiotic. That's just denial. That's not true. Okay, this connection is beneficial. It's balance. Okay, both people have the same values, beliefs, shared goals. See, it is a mutual symbiotic, and this is what your person is realizing. Your person is saying, damn, like it took this karmic or karmics to show your person what they don't want. You think your person wants to get used and bamboozled and taken advantage of? No. And if they were allowing it, it's because they were sick, mentally, emotionally, physically sick. A lot of them are doing drugs, drinking, sexing all kind of crazy people out there, just like sexing like rabbits, just being reckless with their life. A lot of them are just not healing themselves from traumas, childhood wounds, and they're walking around with a chip on their shoulder. So yeah. So this is why the universe is saying show compassion, follow your intuition. So definitely there's messages coming through. And it's coming through dreams, it's coming through telepathy, it's coming from the universe, it's coming from your higher self, your intuition. Something, and I feel like this is your masculine getting all this communication. Show me. Telling them, hey, time to reconnect. Yes. I'm also seeing that they're getting messages that all that glitters isn't gold. Whatever they thought was their blessing, their happiness, they're realizing it's not. Now they're stuck at a crossroads. And as they stand there at the crossroads and they're reflecting back on all their actions, they're also getting some sort of epiphany that is going to lead them through a breakthrough. So the universe is actively trying to get this person and to redirect or trying to reroute this person back towards you. But part of that started with your journey. Yeah, this is an energetic match. Spiritual mission. So let me talk about your journey just a little bit, just to put it into perspective. So when you came in contact with your masculine was hella toxic, and you were hella toxic too, right? I don't care how much you deny it. I don't care how much you try to say that you did everything right, right? Because if you did everything right, your masculine wouldn't have the chance to hurt you. So when you met your person, you both were toxic. You both had negative patterns, wounds, codependency issues, fear of vulnerability. Some of you guys guarded, some of you guys had trust issues, etc. Right? Everybody's different in the chat. So what happened was when your masculine came in, You had to start the journey first because your masculine had to get a taste of that mother energy. They had to get a taste of that warmth, of that unconditional love, of that serenity and that feeling of home that you give them first. They had to feel that. They had to feel love. And they had to feel a love that they've never felt before. And then it had to be snatched away from them. And unfortunately, we kind of had to get the short end of the stick through that particular process. So the severance that took place hurt both of you guys, okay? And I know sometimes you feel like it hurt you more than them, but it did hurt them just as much as it hurt you. They just were wearing a false mask, or they were so far gone into their delusion that they decompartmentalized it, right? Or disassociated with the feelings that they were feeling. But with that being said, after they got a taste of what it is to be with someone that really loves them, someone that really wants to nurture them, that had to be snatched away from them. And then they had to go out into the world and connect with whoever they were connecting to or whoever they met after you. And they had to be reminded every single time that it's not you. Every time they connected with a new karmic, it's not you. Every time they went back to the ex, it's not you. They were constantly reminded, I promise you. We have freedom. Yeah. So what this was a radical, it's the Aquarius energy, right? Uranus is the planet of liberation. It is the planet of not only liberation, but it's the planet of breakthrough. And their breakthrough was when you freed yourself from the connection. Not only was it your breakthrough, it was their breakthrough too, because like I said, they had to know what it felt like, right? To be loved, to feel that deep, strong connection, so that then when they went out to connect with whoever they were trying to connect with, so they could see the difference. Because remember, your person was delusional. They thought they were in love with the karmic. They didn't want to leave the karmic. Maybe they were. Maybe they did love the karmic, but they didn't want to leave that lifestyle. They didn't want to leave the karmic cycle. If there was no set karmic, they may have not wanted to leave this particular lifestyle. They may have been a player, a bachelor, a bachelorette. They may have been sleeping with multiple people. They may have fear of commitment. They could have been very selfish, very narcissistic, very egotistical. Whatever the case may be, they needed to see a whole different type of vibration. And that needed to be taken away from them. And as you freed yourself from them through your own lesson, it was the start of their breakthrough. It was the start of their, it was like, Uranus comes in like a shock factor, like a shock to the system. Like when you are so used to taking a particular drug, a prescription drug or recreational drug, or you're so used to eating a certain thing, when that is taken from you, you go through withdrawals. And that's essentially what happened. Yeah, that was the cosmic purpose. The cosmic purpose is detaching, and Uranus is also the planet of detachment. Aquarius people are very detached people, right? And it was not just to detach from the connection with you, it was to detach from what doesn't serve them, what is no longer good for them, or what's no longer needed in their journey. So you triggered that because you taught them. By you standing up for yourself and putting yourself first, you were teaching them that they need to do the same. And that's what they did. They went back to their nasty karmic cycles and their karmics. And let me tell you something. The reason the universe had to free you is because this person was toxic. And that toxic energy was starting to rub off on you. And it was starting to really put you off of your path and knock you off of your kilter and make you very, very unstable in your life. You were emotionally unstable. You were mentally unstable. It affected your money. It affected everything around you. It created this energy around you that was destabilizing. So the universe had to pull them out because a lot of you guys in the beginning, you guys may have been very solid, very firm. But once you start getting really engrossed into their energy, you started to take on some of their negative patterns and traits. So you became very codependent. And it's like a drug. It became an addiction. So as you were weaning off of your person and going through your grieving, They were also grieving. But their way of grieving and coping is not processing. Their way of grieving and coping is escapism, is through addictions. Give me a second. Let me take a sip of water. Can you guys hear me? Oh, my mouth got super dry. Yeah, resistant. They were resisting healing. And we could think this situation for that. I'm also seeing too, what they're saying is that, yes, you taught them the art of detaching. And as you taught them that, they started to detach. They started to put up their boundaries because you taught them how to put up boundaries. They started to detach from these third parties, and third parties are not just the women that they're sleeping with or the men that they're sleeping with. The karmics are also their family and friends. Uranus is the 11th house. It's friendships. They started to end cycles with people because what was happening is that these people were coming in and were mirroring things and reminding them of the things that you pointed out, of the things that maybe you rejected within them, right? Because you rejected something about them, and that opened up a very large wound that needed to be healed. And because you rejected them, because that's how they perceived it, and you also perceived it as they're rejecting you, they were learning and they were realizing that these people that were around them were just a reflection of their own inner wounds. So they started to resist and close their energy off to these third party influences, drugs, alcohol, people, friends, family, places, and things. And they started to end cycles, unbeknownst to you. Unbeknownst to you, because all you had was tarot readings on YouTube, some personal readings, and your imagination, right? Half the time you weren't really listening to your intuition. Some of you guys were. I'm not speaking to everybody, but I'm talking about myself too. Half of the time, I didn't know what was up and what was fucking down when it came to this union. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was binge watching YouTube. I can't even count the amount of readings I was watching last year alone. I was going through it last year. So I was watching so many videos trying to figure out, and I was just leaving it up to my imagination. And half of the time, my imagination was really painting a very negative picture for me because I was creating these illusions in my mind because I was still working through my own wounds. And I needed to point a finger at somebody, right? At the time, because I was playing the victim, right? Because I was hurt. So I was creating all these different scenarios in my mind of what I thought he was doing. But what your person was doing was they were detaching. It took some of them longer than others. And some of them was still, don't get me wrong, some of them was still doing their thing. But for the most part, they were slowly dealing with people and severing, dealing with someone and severing, right? So we do have deception here in temptation. And this is what they're ending the cycle with: deception and temptation. And that could be multiple things for them. Do you understand? That's good, baby. That's good. Presently, your person is not. So the point of this message is that it's very important to get into the present and to release the past, because I feel like this is what's happening here. Can you tell me what this deception is? Yeah, they're regretting the deception. They're regretting letting these people tempt them. They're regretting repressing their emotions and not opening up to you, because you were that nurturing energy that made them vulnerable, and you were vulnerable with them, and they're regretting not exploring that further. They're regretting resisting the connection with you. So right now they're getting grounded. They're in another phase. The cycle just closed. The universe kind of took over my reading, you guys, if you didn't notice, because I'm not even talking about the storyline anymore. I'm talking about something that just went down with your masculine this month. I'm talking about that something that's happening presently, right now. What's happening right now, they hijacked my reading. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened, how it all started. They don't care about that. The universe is saying we don't care about how it started. We want you to talk about now. And what's happening right now is whoever this third party is, they're gone, or they're going to be cut off very soon. Like I'm talking about soon. Some of them have already been cut off. Some of them have already been cut off. Let me ask this deck what's going on with the third party so we could be a little nosy. I know I snoop. I'm your private investigator today. What's happening with this external party, these people? We got love call. Ooh. And we got heartbroken. We have deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup. Yeah. We got healing. And we have, what to say? Freedom from a toxic relationship and addiction. Healing from heartbreak. But there's two cards under it. We got coffee cup and we have date. Ooh. We have meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there. Oh, so they've intercepted their third party dating other people. Let me double check because they're heartbroken behind it. So their third party has somebody new. That's what this is talking about. Let me confirm. Clarify date. Yeah, see? Pluto and sabotage. Yep. But this wasn't by chance, you guys. The universe, Pluto is a planet. The universe came in to dismantle this fucking confusion. This structure that they had, this foundation that they was building under the guise of illusion and deception. The universe came in. Anytime you see a planet, Uranus, Pluto, Saturn, this is the universe. That's where the planets are in the cosmos. That's the force of the universe saying, we're going to tear this shit down. This bitch was confusing you. This is a whole illusion. Take off your rose-tinted glasses and see this person for what they truly are. And this person, like I don't know if you can see, it's like this person had their face painted, but there's rain falling on her. And as you can see, the paint is being washed off. It's like she had a mask and the mask is being washed off her face. Can you see that? He's seeing this person for what they are. The mask is being washed off. Change. So what happens next after this confusing situation comes to an end? Your person now sees the truth. Do you see how this works? They see the truth. They're no longer confused, or they're no longer going to be confused. Something comes to an end because the truth had to be revealed. Okay, this person had to see what was going on. Some of you guys, this was because of magic, but it was mostly because of seduction and their own illusions and delusions. Your person was delusional, especially if they were doing drugs. They were not right. Your person was not in the right frame of mind, but they're going to see the truth. Spirit, and then it says in divine timing. Yeah, so this could be happening right now. It's in the process of happening. So what's the truth? There's your truth. Karma. This was a karmic relationship, and this was their karma for doing what? Dissing the mother, for rejecting the mother, the feminine. Remember I told you nurture was the empress, and the structure card is the emperor. Yang is structure, is logic, is reason, is work, is action. Yin is mother, is being, is intuition, is creation. So they're getting karma for separating from you. And this karma is making them separate from this third party, and they need to transcend this toxic illusion, these having their heads in the clouds, being asleep. You know what this is? Your person was asleep. They were asleep. They wasn't woke like you. They were sleeping. So the universe comes in and wakes their asses up. and pulls them out this damn toxic energy, and how they're being woken up through the dark night of the soul. So best believe that your person has suffered. You may have been, woe is me. Oh my, I've been waiting. Yes, I've said it. I've screamed. I've cried. I've yelled. I was mad at the universe. I was mad at God. I was mad at myself. I was mad at my masculine. I get it. I know. I've been there. But I'm not going to be a victim anymore. Because you know what that does? That's me giving my power away. I am not a victim. I am in control. I'm raising my vibration, and I am attracting the outcome that I want for myself. And that's exactly what you guys need to do. So with the universe's assistance, divine intervention, and with lots of self-care and healing, your person who was fragmented and feeling rejected and who was in their ego is having some sort of growth, maturation. They're going through self-evolution. And because they're having this growth or this self-evolution, they're releasing their past and they're remembering. Remember I said they were asleep? Not no more, baby. Not no more, my loves. They're doing some real deep reflection. And their eyes are wide open now. I'm telling you, and I knew this card was going to be here. See? They were asleep. Eyes were closed. Look at their eyes now. Whatever they couldn't see, they could see now. And because the universe is waking their asses up with this karmic lesson, here comes an offer. Here comes wish fulfillment. So that's going to conclude our sacred soulmate journey. That was very interesting. That was for somebody. I feel like everybody could resonate with that. Let's get a final message. Let me know. I'm going to go back and read your comments. After I end the video, I'll go back and read everything. Give us a final message. Oh my God. Spirit, you're so funny. Final message. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Can y'all read that? Have faith. See all the butterflies? Do you see all the transformation around you? Do you see it? Yes. And your final message. Receive, oh my God, this blessing that's coming. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is the way to show love. And this card is about a spiritual lesson. And it's also saying that there is an announcement, some sort of arrival of a message, arrival of a person. And it's a gift from the universe because, as you know, snowflakes are very rare. They're very beautiful. There's never a snowflake. It's like snowflakes are one of those anomalies. Oh my goodness, Mercury retrograde. That there can never be the same snowflake twice, meaning that a snowflake is so unique that there's never a duplicate copy of a snowflake. Every single snowflake is a different, intricate design or something like that. I did some research about this because I was very interested in the geometric structures that the snow crystals create. And there's never a duplicate copy or the same snowflake is what scientists have said. And I thought that was interesting because what that means is that there is no other you out there. There is nobody like you. You have been perfectly made, perfectly formed for your sacred soulmate. Do you understand? Nobody, I don't care what they look like, I don't care how much money they have, can duplicate or can replicate or mimic what you have with your masculine or feminine. They can't. You have a unique resonance, energetic vibration resonance that is specifically made to come in, to be with them. I'm not saying you can't be with anybody, but it's not going to be the same. This is an energetic match made in heaven. It was written in the stars. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know. I feel like I got to read that from the book a little bit. It's a 34, it's a 7. I just want to read the last little bit of it down here. It's about spiritual lessons. It's about gratitude and saying a heartfelt thank you to those that took the time to help you. This is about being appreciative and showing gratitude to the universe. It says, a nature sprite gently catches a snowflake in her hand. Snowflakes reflect a need for gentleness. You might interpret a snowflake as a message from heaven. The doves around the sprite heads are confirmation that you're, wow. See the doves? See the snowflake? I'm going to read that last part again. You might interpret a snowflake as a message from heaven. The doves around the sprite's head are confirmation that your feelings and intuition are connected to your divine guidance. You can expand this guidance by willingly expressing your appreciation. This is a signal that you are open. I'm going to say that again. This is a signal that you are open to receiving further guidance. Once you do this, your blessings will be limitless. Didn't I say this in that first reading that I did? And if you did not see it, go watch it. When I said that you are needing to open up because the universe is about to bless you with something big. And this is why you're being told to receive with love and appreciation. Not only are you going to get some sort of contact from your person, but I'm talking about blessings on blessings. I'm talking about abundance, love, peace, balance in your life. Please be open and do not miss the train. Okay, watch the first video if you didn't see it. It's important. October 31st, it's a big day. Prepare, start getting ready for it. Start detoxing, start getting your mind right, start getting your spirit right, start getting your body right. I'm not saying it's a race, but I'm saying that you don't want to miss out on this blessing. I want you to be in alignment to it. I want you to be open by, you know what I'm saying? Like if you close, you can't get it. If your hand is closed, you can't get it. You got to be open. So I just need y'all to prepare to receive this beautiful gift and blessing from the universe. If you are in lack, if you have doubt, if you are without faith, if you are in negative thinking, you're not going to get it. I promise you. Expect the unexpected. And like I said, if you are too cluttered or too stressed out, worried about things that you have no control over, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss the messages from your intuition and from the universe. Okay? You need to be sharp. You need to be ready. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. I hope it helped somebody out there. I hope it gave you the clarity you were looking for. Give me some feedback. Give me some thumbs up. Like the video if you didn't like it. Please share and please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I welcome you. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for all the support. Just you watching me I'm so grateful and appreciative that you took the time to watch me and to listen to me talk. That means a lot to me. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll come back tomorrow and we'll chat again. And be well and really think about what we talked about tonight. Okay, you guys? Bye.